So, on The Daily Show, all they talk about is politics. Can you imagine?
It's a big week for the political world.
They have a lot of material to discuss this week.
Yeah, they certainly do. And, they're doing a round of guest hosts. We had Dolce Sloan on earlier when she was showing us her fingernails, and she was guest hosting.
Right.
Yeah, it was a fun time. You missed
I'm
her.
glad I wasn't here because she'd make me feel very insecure.
She was fantastic.
She was amazing.
And if you can't tell, we're stretching, because we are working on mic issue right now with our next guest. This comedian bringing a special brand of humor to The Daily Show as a correspondent. Take a look.
There's a way out for Mike Pence. There's a way out for Donald Trump, but neither one of them are going to like it. If Pence doesn't want to testify against Trump, then Trump and Pence got to get married.
Okay, but last night and the rest of this week, he is sitting in the host chair at The Daily Show. So please help us welcome Roy Wood Jr. to the show. Good morning.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing?
Talk about improv, right?
How y'all doing?
We're good.
Great.
Yo, and they're right, by the way. Losers should not go to the White House. If you lose, if you don't get the trophy, you don't get to meet the president. You have to go to the vice president's house.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's no disrespect to Kamala. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just can't go to the top dog.
Right.
You gotta go to the next. That's what you are, number two, vice president. Number two is going over to Kamala.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's a good point. I kind of like that
I'm
idea.
a fair person.
All right, that is fair. Let's talk about your winning ways. And you last night got to host at The Daily Show. You're usually a correspondent. What was that like? Did you feel any kind of pressure? Were you like, this is nothing?
We have a great crew over there, and to guest host, is an honor. Just to be a part of the show for the last 7 years has been great. But to be in the chair and just have a little chance to, if Comedy Central's dating around, and hey, I want to date too. Let's go out for steak and see how it goes for 4 days.
Yeah.
And doesn't help that you have an indictment coming down on old Trump during the week that you're hosting. So that part of it is interesting because y'all know. We had a plan, and then this happened. Now, every day is like, okay, well, what is the structure? How crazy will today be? And then let that dictate what the show is we put on the air.
Thank you for answering the question. You just took the words right out of my mouth. Because I was going to say, how do you kind of prepare when there's so much of the unknown kind of hanging above until today? We should find out a lot of details today.
Yeah, a lot of it is jello. For today, I know that I'm very curious to what the arraignment process is for somebody with Secret Service. Does Secret Service get fingerprinted too? These are the major questions we have to answer.
Right.
I just love that they said he ain't gonna get no mugshot. What is the whole point of getting arrested if we don't get the mugshot? You would think Trump want the mugshot. How you messing up his merch game?
Listen, I think he is. I heard yesterday that he wanted his mugshot on a mug.
Yeah,
so that he could sell it.
Yeah,
as part of his campaign.
That man gonna make so much money off of this. He already up, what, 5, 6, 7 million?
Let me ask you this, though. Since you're normally a correspondent, is there a big difference in the roles? Do you kind of favor where you're sitting right now this week?
I think that the biggest difference between correspondent, and I spoke with Trevor a couple of weeks before this week, is that as a host, you get to put a little bit more emotion into what you're saying. You're a little bit more grounded. A correspondent is a little bit more crazy town. You're supposed to be on the fringe of thoughts and behaviors, whereas a host, there's still a part of The Daily Show that is about bringing levity to everything that's happening. We're supposed to be funny, but also, hey, isn't this a little weird? Isn't this a little different? And I think for as long as we're doing that as a host, you're honoring the responsibility of the chair. Like, last night I jokingly called myself Uncle Roy, but it's in the spirit of, like, your uncle will make you laugh, but your uncle also make you feel, make you think.
Yeah, we're almost out of time, so you're hosting the rest of the week, but I do want to get you real quick on Tribulations.
Yes.
It's your comedy show that you're bringing here to New York,
right? We take anonymous questions from the audience, myself and stand-up comedians and a licensed therapist, B. Arthur. We break it down live. We got 2 shows going down at the Midnight Theater. Also, you can live stream it or watch it on demand once it's done on Monday.
Nice.
But it was just something we created during the pandemic to show people that they're not alone in their problems and that they can laugh at it. And we do it in a communal setting with a little bit of wine and beer.
Ooh,
excuse me.
I kind of like that.
There you go.
Classy stuff.
You got me at wine.
Yeah.
Roy, great having you here this morning.
Hey, thank you all so much.
Come back, please.
Absolutely. Appreciate you all.
Good luck with the rest of the week, right? You can catch him hosting tonight and the rest of the week on The Daily Show on Comedy Central, everybody. Great to have you here.
Thank you.